Social Security is a scam. Here is the math they hide from you. You've been paying into this system your entire working life. You were told it's your retirement safety net. You were told you'll get your money back with benefits, but the math tells a completely different story. Most people never calculate what they actually paid in versus what they get back. When you run the numbers, it is shocking. Let me show you. The average American worker makes about $60,000 per year. The Social Security tax is 6.2% of your paycheck, but that's only half the story. Your employer also pays 6.2%. The total amount going into the system is 12.4% of your salary. Most people only see the number on their paycheck. They forget about the employer match, but that is your money. It's part of your total compensation. An employer could pay you that money directly. So, let's do the math. 12.4% of $60,000 is $7,440 per year. You work for 45 years from age 22 to 67. So, $7,440 times 45 years. That equals $334,800. You and your employer combined have paid over $300,000 into Social Security over your career. Now, what do you get back? The average Social Security benefit at age 67 is $2,000 per month. That's $24,000 a year. Sounds decent, right? But remember what you paid in, $334,800. At $24,000 a year, how long does it take just to get your own money back? You divide 334 by 24. The answer is 14 years. You finally break even at age 81. Think about that. If you live to 81, you simply got your money back, a 0% return, not 1 penny of growth. If you're lucky enough to live to 85, you get 4 extra years of benefits. That's $96,000 extra dollars. Your net gain is $96,000 over a 45-year period. Do you know what that annual return is? It's 0.7%. After inflation, that is a negative return. You lost money. But it gets so much worse. What if you had invested that money yourself? That same $7,440 per year for 45 years at an 8% average return in simple index funds, which is the historical market average. That $334,000 you paid in, it becomes $2,890,000. At retirement, you have nearly $2.9 million. You can safely withdraw 4% per year. 4% of $2.9 million is $115,600 per year. Let's put these side by side. Social Security pays you $24,000 a year. Private investing with your own money pays you $115,600 a year. That is almost 5 times more income. And here's the kicker. With Social Security, when you die, the money is gone. Nothing for your kids. With private investing, you still have the $2.9 million principal to pass on to your heirs. You leave a legacy of millions. Let me make this painfully clear. Social Security gives you $24,000 a year. Private investing gives you $115,000. You are losing $91,600 every single year in retirement by being in this system. Over 20 years of retirement, that is $1,832,000 in lost income. This is the math they don't want you to do. This is the scam. So why is the system designed this way? Why does Social Security give such terrible returns? Here is the part they don't tell you. When you pay Social Security taxes, the government does not put your money in an account with your name on it. They don't invest it for you. They spend it immediately. Every single dollar you pay in goes right back out the same day to pay current retirees. There is no account. There is no investment. There is no fund with your money growing for your future. Here's how it actually works. You pay in today. The government sends that money to people who are retired right now. When you retire in 30 or 40 years, the workers at that time will be the ones paying for your benefits. You are not funding your own retirement. You are funding someone else's, and you have to hope that future workers will be there to fund yours. It's a pay-as-you-go system. Some people call it a Ponzi scheme because the first people in get paid by the next people in. As long as more and more workers keep joining, it works. But our demographics are changing. In 1950, there were 16 workers for every one retiree, plenty of people paying in to support the benefits going out. Today, there are less than 3 workers for every one retiree. By 2030, it will be just 2 workers for every one retiree. The math does not work. It can't. This means either benefits will be cut or our taxes will go up. Most likely, it will be both. You paid in your whole life, but the money is already spent. There is nothing saved for you. And what about that Social Security trust fund you hear about? It doesn't hold cash. It holds government bonds. Essentially, the government borrowed money from Social Security and left a bunch of IOUs. Those bonds are just promises to pay from future general tax revenue. It's the government owing money to itself. When Social Security needs to pay benefits, it has to redeem those bonds, which means the government has to either raise taxes on everyone or borrow even more money. The trust fund is not real savings. It is an accounting fiction. So, what do? You can't opt out. Social Security is mandatory. They take the tax from your paycheck automatically. You have no choice, but you absolutely can plan around it. Step 1. Assume Social Security will pay you less than promised. Plan for maybe 75% of current benefits, or even 50%. Do not build your retirement plan counting on the full amount. Step 2. Max out your own retirement savings, your Roth IRA, a taxable brokerage account. These are real investments that you control, not government promises. Every dollar you save and invest yourself is a dollar you control. Social Security is out of your control. Prioritize what you can control. Step 3. Invest aggressively while you're young. Remember the math. $7,440 per year becomes $2.9 million at an 8% return over 45 years. Time and compound interest are your greatest advantages. Start early, invest consistently, let it grow for decades. This is how you actually build wealth. Step 4. Delay taking Social Security for as long as possible. If you take benefits at 62, you get a permanently reduced benefit. If you wait until you're 70, you get the maximum benefit. The longer you delay, the higher your monthly payment. If you have your own investments to live on, delay Social Security. Step 5. Understand this is a political issue. Social Security is the third rail of politics. Nobody wants to touch it, but the math is undeniable. Something has to change. Taxes will go up, benefits will go down, or the retirement age will increase. Probably all 3. Be prepared. Here's the bottom line. Social Security was designed when people died around 70. Now we live to 85 or longer. The system was never meant to pay benefits for 20+ years. It's broken. You can't fix it, you can't opt out, but you absolutely can plan around it. Save aggressively. Invest wisely. Build your own retirement and stop depending on a system that gives you a terrible return and might not even be there for you when you need it.